What is up, everybody? It has been a while. It has been a while indeed. I don't know what to make a video on. I've been like thinking last couple weeks or whatever. Age of History, World Box. I actually made some videos, and I just scrapped them because I was like, I'm not really feeling them. But you know what? I'm gonna read off my poems I wrote. I wrote a bunch of poems. Poetry was kind of cool. I got into that for a little bit. I haven't made a whole lot lately, but like when I was into it, I was making quite a bit, so I want to read those off. Legacy hit rule 1,000. Legacy was the OG Cloud Gang server. If you're not in Cloud Gang, definitely join. It's a fun server. Uh, Preferably don't don't ruin the vibe in Cloud Gang. But if you're cool, if you're chill, definitely join. So these were my first three poems I made. I'll probably skip some of mine because some of the poems I made aren't really that interesting. But I'll talk about these three. So this was the first one I wrote. Was Infinity. Infinity. I drift through these clouds, always whirling around, to get lost in a sound, but ghosts still surround. Cold winter ground to spring but fall. Shade of leaves in this light, dust till dawn. I get lost for a while, but something still found. In this fog, a road I pave, but still fails to take form. I write this poem in ink, so the soul is formed. But no soul without blues might catch 22 to 24. New year and spring open like some doors, but I've been in this place all too many times before. In dreams haunting, but I still believe in something. What's lost is found. In the worst of sands, a castle still stands. In the dark of nights, a star still shines. What's missing was hiding. Weather storms and some lightning. On this story, bad timing, but still ready for the fight. Infinity. That's the first poem I ever wrote was that one. And then I'll read the other ones, because why not? Poetry is Poetry is something like really cool. I made it because somebody made poems and it kind of inspired me to make some. But poetry is kind of like I could never like get into that whole journaling crap because it just doesn't make sense to me to say I did da 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 and whatever day or whatever. Like that doesn't motivate me when I write. Like I could write down I went to work, I woke up, I ate food, I slept, I did whatever for a couple hours and then I went to sleep. I mean that's not like journaling doesn't make any sense to me. Like for the people who journal, like all props to you, but like I don't understand the whole journaling thing at all. The poem thing, I ain't gonna lie, the poem thing is kind of like a replacement to journaling. So like if you can't do the whole journaling crap, I just make poems because at least then you're making something. You don't feel like you're wasting time like the journaling crap. But if you do journal, like I'm not saying that's bad or whatever. I just couldn't get into it. All right, poem number 2, melodic melodies. This type of story is melancholy in nature, a truth that takes shape from war. Fire burns across the meadow, but who for? In this land of riddles and mayhem, don't get count out. But the biggest riddle is self-doubt. In a story of fools and wise men, neither the victor, a tale of purity and trash, in darkness of hours, legendary contenders for a prize without answers. This Colosseum built from destruction, but the flowers of fortune, so beautiful but so cruel, as we hear their voices. Songbirds chirp the tune of destruction, this faithful tale as Vesuvius eruption, ashes to ruin, to towers of trash, to crash into sand as flowers bloom back. If fortune is the prize, who is counting in the end? Songbirds chirp, melodic melodies, for this too shall mend. Melodic melodies. I think this one's kind of cool. I'm not really gonna say like the meaning of them. You can kind of like pause the video and find. I want you guys to like find your own meaning in them because like when I write them, I kind of know what I'm feeling out of it. But like if somebody else gets something else out of it, I would rather that. So just kind of get whatever you want out of it. Poem number 3, shooting star. This one was pretty popular. I dropped because I would post these on like a lot of servers or whatever, and I think this one was like one of the more popular ones that people liked. Shooting star is dark, cold murky puddles of rain in the night, the lamp shining reflections in the water. Look over, the stars shining, this barricade of life, who's even deciding? I take a walk tonight, a place of friendly memories, but the path ahead hazy, I must go home. But where? I love the shine of the star, but not tonight. Too much on the line. I love the story and hate it too, in truth. Nightmares can be cruel, but I can still see right through. It's nothing without me, and this star I'm nothing without you. So I wish upon this star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. Let's make peace, if even for just this night. Shooting star. This one was pretty popular. People like this one. And it's probably my favorite out of those first three I made. Those were the first ever three I made. Some of them we'll skip over because they were just jokes. But we'll do skyscrapers, Cloud Gang. This one was a joke. I made this one like a schizo rant. And then this one, this is the banger. Sound of the Swan, quack, quack, quack. That one might be a banger. And then I made a lot more, so I'll go over them all. The next one is skyscrapers. Skyscrapers, encased in glass, my city doesn't sleep. Look out the window, light shine. My escape, but the hero wears the cape. Black and gray, tint of navy, the seal strong. Lock on this heart, this dream frozen in a time. A space divine without purpose to find. The goal unknown, the answers unsolved. Mysteries go on, but so simple is the writing. Standing tall through the dark and light. Can't have one without the other. A nation stands tall. A nation stands on top of this hill as the rocks crumble reforged in steel. Industrial smoke, toxic haze, silver rain. The city breathes life from smog, a cog always spinning. Skyscrapers. This one was kind of basic. It wasn't probably not my favorite, but it's still a decent poem. I made one for Cloud Gang too. This gang is clouds. Cloud City crashing on top of this ice factory, fancy Rolex flexing. We got drip like rain, this nation on the ninth cloud. I feel this ice as hail falls down. What is real? Can't tell, but the bro's still up. We go forever to the clouds, we ain't come back down. This is legacy with the three raised by three. We found this holy light, three sevens, holy entity. We magic but dark, our lingo untouched. The gang always up, haters back off. Through the fun and the times as they always go around. Our kingdom is the sky. We rule these clouds. Cloud Gang. I think this one is pretty wholesome. Pretty good little fun vibes on that one. All right, number 6, sunflowers. The sunflowers of time, remember your name. This is a cold show, business the same. I'm lost in a place, but don't remember for a thing. To feel something from nothing, I guess. To live, laugh, and play. This endless road, bountiful bouquets of flowers and ribbons of all colors but shame. Why to feel a way of cold, a way of pain, a way of misery and rain. So beautiful are these flowers, this green grass and purple towers. I found sadness in laughter, tears to words, words to notes, to jot these truths on paper, but the whole world's a joke. So cruel, who's who? This lifestyle is cute but painful. Relax. Just watch the sunflowers. The sword in the stone, to see but not to see. I'm lost in infinite questions. This balance is taking a hold of something non tangible to reality, to be lost but found in a sense. The foundations of this castle are strong but cracking. It's the endless tale of this story without an end. Locked away is the sword in the stone, to take once the strongest and most noble of the lands. Through this pure pursuit of knowledge is painful, earned through war to get the sword, but what for? Meaningless entities in a quest already completed. If knowledge is the curse and war is the reward, but naive makes us feel weak and crash to the floor, what is the truth on this scroll we yearn for? Perhaps another time, for as now I am bored. that one's kind of hard to read, but it's a good poem as well, I guess. I just freestyle these. I don't like take time or whatever. I just kind of freestyle them. So all these poems I just kind of just wrote down, and I wasn't really like, oh, maybe this would be cool. I just kind of just make them. They don't really take that long to make. I made quite a bit. Damn, I didn't realize I made so many, and I got more after this too. I think I have even more. All right, the stage. An empty room, bright lights, a stage. The curtains are let down and open to nothing. The stage and the actor, the play on loop. This is the story that repeats. Slowly an audience forms. The stage lights shine brighter. The faces laugh and smile. It's calm in a way. But as the show comes to a close, the stage lights dim and the audience goes home. The actor hangs up the cloak and goes home as well. Days pass, no years, and the actor wishes to revisit the old stage. He goes to the building with the bright lights and beautiful red curtains, but is met with a with decay, a sign. Demolition soon, scheduled for tomorrow. The actor bypasses the sign and fences and sees the old stage beaten, torn, the wooden floor cracking, his old cloak right where he left it all those years ago. Perhaps better to leave it be. The stage. This one was kind of like more of a story. I think I made like both of these ones are kind of like stories, I guess. I remember I was like I need some ideas for poems, and I just started making stories. This one's called The Tree. I'm lost. Darkness around me in this forest of untimely sounds. I swear the path was here at a time, but where has it vanished to? I do enjoy the forest. It's quiet, the only true place of freedom. Maybe not too bad to get lost once in a while, but nightfall is setting in as the sounds of the forest grow louder. I hear in the distance the owls who, the leaves crumbling under my feet. Some of the tree is hundreds of years old, planted when and if by who, I am unsure. In the distance lies a lone oak, fallen in a huge field, and its branches. No, I didn't read that right. In the distance lies a lone oak, fallen in the field, huge are its branches. A fox scurries off in the distance, probably startled. I decide to sit on the old oak tree and relax for a while, for I had been walking for most of this day. I lie back and look at the first stars that begin to form in the night sky. The moon, a wonderful shade of bluish purple. The stars align in the most wonderful of stories and shapes. You can almost feel the entire galaxy as if you are not alone. Slowly I yawn and drift back to sleep, awaken in my bed by the light of the new morning. The tree. This one's kind of cool. It's kind of like another story, though. What's that, like poem number 8 or whatever we're on now? All right. Everything all at once. Not much time. I'm bored with the routine of life. I want something new, breathe new life in this shallow form. A hollow mess of decaying leaves. Roots are planted firm, but it's only a matter of time before the best now that than never, I suppose. I know what I want, but at the same time, I know nothing. I just want, the rain drops tonight for the final time. Collect from the storms to the gutters and out. This rain flows up to a fork and back down, all interconnected with the source. Locked in 100%, but battery at 1. What's the meaning? I already know it. The same question already answered a thousand times. Repeat indefinitely till the end of times. What do I need? Don't know. What's wrong? Don't know. What is the solution? Don't know. What is the issue? Everything. Everything all at once. And the next poem, I got some more after this too. The next poem is Numb. I'm out of it. There's no coming back. Believe me, I've tried. What's changed is changed. What can't change remains the same. Broken mess, the pieces are shattered, but still glued together somehow. I don't know how I exist. Sometimes nothing feels real. I'm numb to pain, but overconsumed by it. It's all I am, 24/7, 365. Open book, but a blank page inside the doodles of madness. It's a duel of shadows, fate the ultimate decider of who comes out victorious. To slay the dragon, but die in the progress. That's my tale. All the odds gambled out, but still to end up worse than before. This roundabout track spinning around to the end. It's the definition of death before death. How can one die if they were never alive? I ask myself to calm my sorrows. I bottle it, toss it, attack it with the sword, the pen, the flower that blooms, all devices. But the dragon's flame is wicked, and yet I don't feel it at all. Pull the trigger, stab me, kick me, make me cease to be anything. I come back stronger than before, but still as weak as ever. I need something, but want nothing. They look at me. I don't know what they see. Strength, kindness, quiet. I don't know. But it's the opposite in my head. It's loud, it's violent. It's the story that can't be turned off. I'm trash, man. Frankenstein's monster of my own creation. These shards keep breaking, put together in random arrays. I'm strong, but how long until the castle falls and can't hold the siege no longer? I love life, but got no emotions left in me to feel a thing. Truthfully, I don't have a fear left in my soul, yet this anxiety can't be turned off. What lingers is this sour truth I endure. I don't think they will ever understand. I'm numb. This one's a banger. This one, Fallout 4. Another settlement needs your help. Another settlement. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. That's a good one. That's a banger. This one was kind of just dumb, but I'll read it anyway. Beach vibes. Silent and calm, the ocean's current against the shoreline. Along the horizon, the sun sets, the clouds moving in to weep. The tears fall. The tears fall. The ocean grows louder and stronger, violently attacking the sands. The turtles take shelter in the pier. Behind the window, reading a book, all is clear. Fall asleep for the next day and awake the next. I read that wrong. Fall asleep for the night and awake the next. The day is beautiful. The sun is out. The beach is roaring with people having fun. The turtles are back in the sea, swimming, the making of a perfect day. Beach vibes. That one's kind of goofy, but it's all right. I'll read this poem, but I never made like a. This one was kind of goofy. I never made like a thing for it, and I had another poem too. I never made a thing for. On this line, but the wire froze. All this ash and the pain grows. Rain from the clouds turned to snow. Ancient forest writing on the trees, but who wrote the tomes? Golden truth, I suppose. What change can't change, remain cold. Across the river, drowned but not in vain. I'm dark, I rep it Batman, but I don the shield like Cap, trying to figure out what I lost and can't get back. This is the darkest nightmare of nightmares. Dull wall, punch a hole right through it. Bring some light to it. Brain rotted to the core. Skibbity. That one's kind of goofy, but it's all right. And then here's my other poem I made. I like this one. This will be the last one I made. Um, it was that's about 9 days ago. Dark place, wintertime frost. I try to find my soul. I'm at a loss. Down these corridors running, but they never end. The storybook fortified, page crumbled in the bin. Star shine, star bright, golden truth indefinite. Two signs windy, paved road descending. Spiritually crushed but unbroken, cross raised. Ice in this field got this cold, unchanged. I don't know, Lo. This is my this the poem was over. That was my attempt at a poem. Uh, Hopefully you guys enjoyed me kind of going over my poems that I made. If you guys want to try it out yourself, definitely do it. Post it on Cloud Gang if you do. And I will see you all for the next video. Peace.